A very good morning to all of you. My name is Surendra Kumar Mishra and you are watching my channel Surchem. In my first lecture I have already discussed the basic things of class 10 chapter 1 chemical reaction and equation. What is chemical reaction? What is chemical equation? Okay. And what are the characteristics of chemical reaction? In my first lecture already I have discussed. So today we have to read types of chemical reaction. So before going to start these types of chemical reaction, first we have to know that what is chemical reaction and equation. Just basic things which I have discussed already in my lecture 1 first part. So the process in my first lecture already I have discussed that the process by which a new substance is formed. A new substance is formed. A new substance is formed. Okay. The process by which a new substance is formed. It is known as what? Chemical reaction. Okay. There are so many characteristics which we have discussed already. So any chemical reaction, suppose that rusting of iron, okay, rusting of iron or corrosion, okay, the blackening of silver articles in our what do you say, that fruits, okay, suppose apple, if we will cut it and after that if we will leave it for some time so it becomes blackened, that is also what? Chemical reaction. So many chemical reactions are there in our daily life. Today we have to discuss what are the chemical reaction, means types of chemical reaction. So types of chemical reaction. Normally in class 10 there are 4-5 types of chemical reaction which we have to read it. Okay, that are following. First is combination reaction. First is combination reaction. Second is decomposition reaction. Decomposition reaction. Third, displacement reaction. Third is displacement reaction. Fourth one, double displacement reaction. Double displacement reaction. Fifth, redox reaction. Redox reaction. And sixth, neutralization reaction. Neutralization reaction. About this all reaction today we have to discuss. Okay. First is combination reaction, second decomposition reaction, third displacement reaction, fourth double displacement reaction, fifth redox reaction, and sixth neutralization reaction. So first let me discuss combination reaction. Combination reaction. First, when two or more substance, suppose that substance A and substance B, substance A and substance B, if it is combining and it is forming substance C, or you can say that chemical A and chemical B, if it is combining and if it is forming C, by the combination words it is clear that means combining of two substance. Two substance or two chemicals. Combining of two substance or two chemicals. Okay, when two or more substance it combine and it form a single substance or single chemical. So such type of reaction it is known as what? Combination reaction. Let me take the example of combination reaction. First, H2 when it combined with the oxygen it form water 2H2O. C plus O2, C plus O2 is equal to CO2. Okay, CaO calcium oxide, which is also known as common name of this calcium oxide, it is known as what? Quicklime. Quicklime. Okay, quicklime when it react with the water, so it forms CaOH twice, means calcium hydroxide, which is also known as what? Slacked lime. Which is also known as slacked lime. Okay, so means combining of two or more substance. These two substance it may be element in the elemental form. Suppose that in the carbon and the oxygen, these both are in the elemental form. Hydrogen and the oxygen, these both are in the elemental form. These may be two element it may combine, one element or one compound it may combine, or two compound it may combine. Suppose that in the first case, first example and the second example, two elements are combining. Two elements are combining. In case of third example, two compounds are combining, calcium oxide and water. It may be also possible that one element and one compound also may combine. For example of such reaction is SO2 plus O2. SO2 plus O2. Sulfur trioxide. SO2 plus O2 is equal to sulfur trioxide, SO3. Okay. Some more example also we can write that 2NO, nitrous oxide. Nitrous oxide. When nitrous oxide is combined with the oxygen, then it form what? 2NO2. Nitrogen dioxide. Okay, nitrogen dioxide. Sorry, nitric oxide. Nitric oxide when it combined with the oxygen, then it form what? Nitrogen dioxide. Okay, so when means a combination reaction, it may or it may proceed when two element may combine. Okay, two compound may combine, one element or one compound also it may combine. One element, one compound also it may combine. Means any type of substance if it is combining and if it is forming a single substance if it is forming in the product side, already I have told in my first lecture that which is reactant and which is product. The substance which participate in any chemical reaction is known as what? Reactant, and the substance which produced after the reaction is known as what? Product. And the product always we have to write in the right hand side of the reaction. So these are combination reaction, first reaction. Next we have to proceed the second reaction, decomposition reaction. Next is decomposition reaction. Second is decomposition reaction. Decomposition, by the name it is clear that decompose. When substance A, only one substance A, only one substance it is divided or break down into more than two substance, two or more than two substance. If it is forming substance B plus substance C, if it is forming substance B plus substance C, so such type of reaction it is known as what? Decomposition reaction. Means when one substance it is decomposed or break down into two or more than two substance, such type of reaction it is known as decomposition reaction. Suppose that, for example, its example is the breakdown of sodium bicarbonate, baking soda. Breakdown of sodium bicarbonate or baking soda. It forms Na2CO3 plus H2O plus CO2. Na2CO3 plus H2O plus CO2 means this NaCO3, it is known as what? Baking soda. Its common name is baking soda, and it produces Na2CO3, which is known as what? Soda S. It is known as soda S. Okay, this reaction it is also used in the preparation of bread and a cake. Preparation of bread and a cake. Why? Because that carbon dioxide, what? Because of the producing of this carbon dioxide, the cake or bread, it become fluffy and soft. That is in the preparation of that cake. What it is used? Baking soda, baking powder is used. Along with this baking soda, tartaric acid. So when this baking soda plus tartaric acid, baking soda plus tartaric acid, it is known as baking soda plus tartaric acid. It is known as what? Baking powder. It is known as baking powder. Okay, that baking powder actually it is used in the preparation of cake and bread. Means it is a component of this baking soda. It is a component of this baking powder. Why this baking powder it is used? Why tartaric acid is used? Because this tartaric acid it is helpful in the removal of this soda ash. Okay, it is helpful in the removal of this soda ash because it is due to the presence of this soda ash. What the cake it may be bitter in taste. Okay, cake it may be bitter in a taste. So that when tartaric acid it is one of the acid and it is one of the base, so that it neutralizes it, and carbon dioxide and the water only remain. Okay, so that it is tasty and fluffy and soft also. So this is what? This is one of the example of decomposition reaction. Let us take some more example of decomposition reaction. Just you have to remember that it is known as baking soda, sodium bicarbonate or sodium hydrogen carbonate. It is known as baking soda, and when baking soda it reacts with the tartaric acid, it is known as what? Baking powder. When by the decomposition in the presence of heat. In the presence of heat, by the decomposition of the sodium bicarbonate, it converts into the sodium carbonate, which is known as soda S plus H2O plus CO. Okay. Next example let me take of decomposition reaction. When we break down the second example, calcium carbonate. When we provide heat to the calcium carbonate, by heating of calcium carbonate, it forms calcium oxide plus CO2. Calcium oxide plus CO2. This calcium carbonate it is known as limestone. It is known as limestone. Okay, and calcium oxide already I have told quicklime. This is known as quicklime, which is used in the this calcium oxide, which is used in the whitewashing when it dissolves in the water. It is used in the whitewashing. Okay, and then this limestone it forms, or you can say that marble tiles. Okay, it is also the formula of this calcium carbonate. Marble tiles, its formula is also what? This calcium carbonate. Next example let us take. Next example of decomposition reaction is decomposition of ferrous sulfate. Decomposition of ferrous sulfate. Ferrous sulfate. FeSO4.7H2O. Crystallization of water. It contains crystallization of water. First, by heating it, it is converted into the FeSO4, ferrous sulfate, unhydrated plus 7H2O plus 7H2O. First this ferrous sulfate it becomes green in color and then it forms dirty white. First it becomes, means when it was containing the water molecules, so it was in green in color. Okay, and when it becomes anhydrated, so it is dirty white. Its color become dirty white. And if we are continuing to provide the heat, then this ferrous sulfate again it divide into, or it decompose into the ferric oxide Fe2O3 plus SO2 plus SO3, sulfur trioxide. Ferric oxide, okay, when PSO4 it is decomposed in the presence of heat. Okay, anhydrous FeSO4, ferrous sulfate, again it is heated, so it forms ferric oxide plus sulfur dioxide plus sulfur trioxide. So these are the examples of, and that ferric oxide it becomes brown in color. It becomes brown in color. Okay, from the dirty white to it becomes brown in color. From the dirty white to it becomes brown in color. This decomposition reaction, actually there are so many types of decomposition reaction. Okay, decomposition reaction, there are so many types of decomposition reaction on the presence of, on the basis of heat, electricity or sunlight. Suppose this all the reaction what we have read right now till now, these all are decomposition. Okay, thermal decomposition in which heat is required. Heat is required to break down the one substance into two or more than two substances. So in which heat is required, it is known as thermal decomposition. Suppose that some other reaction let me take in which sunlight and electricity is required. For example, sunlight, AgCl, silver chloride, when it is decomposed in the presence of sunlight, when we put this water AgCl in the presence of sunlight, okay, then it decomposed into Ag plus Cl. Okay, 2AgCl, let me have to balance it. So 2Ag plus Cl2, 2Ag plus Cl2, and this decomposition of reaction it convert silver chloride, silver to, by the sunlight. It is also known as photochemical decomposition. Why it is known as photochemical decomposition? Because in the presence of sunlight what it is proceeding. Okay, so this silver chloride, what it is, convert into the silver in color. Okay, clear? So in the presence of sunlight it is proceeding. Next is what? Some of the reaction which is produced or which is proceeding in the electricity also. In this way silver bromide also it may react, means 2AgBr in the presence of sunlight, what it may form, in the presence of sunlight it may form 2Ag plus Br2, 2Ag plus Br2. Okay, water molecule also it can be decomposed in this way. Water molecule also it can be decomposed in this way to break down of water molecule, means 2H2O in the presence of electricity. Electrical decomposition, this is what? Sunlight or photochemical decomposition. It is known as the decomposition which is proceeding in the presence of sunlight. Okay, such type of decomposition reaction it is known as what? Photochemical decomposition. And the decomposition which is proceeding in the presence of heat, it is known as what? Thermal decomposition. And the decomposition which is proceed in the presence of electricity, it is known as electrical decomposition. Suppose that water, decomposition of water, 2H2 plus O2. Okay, hydrolysis of water, dehydrolysis of water, dehydrolysis of water, breakdown of water molecule, so H2 plus O2. Okay, so these are the decomposition reaction. Means what? Thermal decomposition, in which heat is required. Second, photochemical decomposition reaction, in which sunlight is required to decompose one substance, to break down one substance into two or more than two substances. And electrical decomposition, in which what? Electricity is required to break down any chemical compound. Some other examples are also there, which is carried out in the presence of sunlight or electricity. That is aluminium oxide, breakdown of aluminium oxide, decomposition of aluminium oxide, Al2O3. In the presence of electricity, it convert into Al plus 3O2. Means it is used in the metallurgical process, extraction of metals. This process, it is used in the metallurgical process. Means decomposition reaction, it is also used in the metallurgy, extraction of metals from its metallic oxide. Extraction of metals, here aluminium is extracted from the aluminium oxide, ores of aluminium oxide. Okay, so this decomposition reaction also it is used in the extraction of metals or metallurgy. So these are the decomposition reaction. Next, I think you have got all these reactions, this decomposition reaction, thermal decomposition reaction, photochemical decomposition reaction, and electrical decomposition reaction. Next reaction is, that is displacement reaction. Next reaction is displacement reaction. Third reaction is displacement reaction. Displacement reaction. Okay, when suppose that this is a copper sulfate solution. Okay, aqueous copper sulfate solution, CuSO4, aqueous solution. Okay, in this copper sulfate solution, when we put a metallic rod or when we put a iron nail, in this copper sulfate solution, suppose when we put on iron nail, this is what? Iron nail. Okay, so we observe that sometimes, because initially this copper sulfate solution which was blue in color, okay, initially the copper sulfate solution which was blue in color, when we put the iron nail, after some times what? The color of the solution it is changing from blue to green. Color of the solution it is changing from blue to green. It means that some reaction is going on. So what is the reaction? Actually, when we put the iron nail in the copper sulfate solution, copper sulfate aqueous solution plus iron nail from the solid state, so it becomes what? Or it is forming FeSO4, ferrous sulfate. Okay, FeSO4, ferrous sulfate, aqueous ferrous sulfate, so that it is green in color, plus Cu, which is brown in color. Okay, which is brown in color. Means what happened? This metal, the iron from the iron nail, it is dissolved in the reaction. Okay, iron is dissolved in this electrolyte, this copper sulfate solution, and the copper it is deposited on this iron nail. Copper it is deposited on the below the iron nail. Just you can say that copper it is deposited below the iron nail, or its color it is changing. Brown means initially what? It was a iron nail. Okay, after the changing of the reaction, after the reaction, what it is changing into brown. Okay. So this is what displacement reaction means, when one element is displaced by another element. Means when one element is displaced by another element. Here copper sulfate, in the copper sulfate means salt of copper. Okay, the place of copper it is taken by the iron. Okay, so it has displaced copper. It has displaced copper from the copper sulfate. Iron has displaced copper from the copper sulfate, and it has taken the place so that it is forming what? Ferrous sulfate, aqueous ferrous sulfate, which is green in color. From the blue to green in color. Okay, and it is deposited, means copper metal it is deposited in this iron nail. So what is going on? Means more reactive element. This is what more reactive element. It displaces less reactive element from its salt. When more reactive element displaces or displaced less reactive element from its salt. Okay, so such type of reaction it is known as what? Displacement reaction. To understand the displacement reaction, first you have to know reactivity series. I think you have noted it down. Reactivity series. Reactivity series, the series in which metals are arranged on the basis of their decreasing reactivity. What is reactivity series? You have to understand the displacement reaction. Reactivity series. Reactivity series. What is reactivity series? The series in which the series of element in which different metals, this is the metallic series mostly, different metals are placed on the basis of their decreasing reactivity. On the basis of their decreasing reactivity. Decreasing reactivity order. Okay, means the series of element in which different metals are placed on the basis of their decreasing reactivity order. In the decreasing reactivity order, the metals are placed, and that series it is known as what? Reactivity series. Okay. Next, what are the metals? Means let me have to take this reactivity series in which different metals are placed in a order of their reactivity. This you have to remember. Lick bar, I'm writing in this way. Lick bar सरकाना, लिख bar सरकाना, मग अल मन जन क्रो फी को after that ni pam, then I को है आप, I को है आप. This is the decreasing reactivity series. Okay, means lithium, potassium, Li stand for lithium, K stand for potassium, Ba stand for barium, Sr stand for strontium, Ca stand for calcium, Na stand for sodium, Mg stand for magnesium, Al stand for aluminium, Mn stand for manganese, Zn stand for zinc, Cr stand for bromine, Fe stand for iron, Co stand for cobalt, Ni stand for nickel, Pb stand for lead, H stand for hydrogen, Cu stand for copper, Hg stand for mercury, Ag stand for silver, Au stand for aurum, and Pt stand for platinum. So these are the reactivity order. Means most reactive metals, just you can say that lithium or potassium. Okay, and its reactivity is continuously decreases. So just you can see that salt where I have taken that example CuSO4, CuSO4 plus Fe. So just you look, Fe it is more reactive. Where it is placed here. Fe it is more reactive than the Cu, so that it is displaces. So that it is displaces water Cu from CuSO4. Displace the Cu from CuSO4. Okay. Is it clear? This the series. So salt of this metal it will be displaced. The salt of this metal it will be displaced by these metals. By these metals. Okay. Means salt of less reactive metal it will be displaced by the salt of more reactive metal. Salt of, again I am telling, salt of less reactive metal it will be displaced by salt of more reactive metal. So on the basis of these all the elements, okay, more reactive element it can displace is, okay, less reactive elements. Now next point is displacement reaction. Some more example that we will take. Example of displacement reaction. So this reactivity series means this displacement reaction is based on the reactivity series. First example already we have taken. This example also we can say take magnesium plus copper sulfate is equal to, it will form what? Magnesium sulfate MgSO4 plus copper. Okay, then zinc plus FeSO4, then it will form what? Zinc it is more reactive. Okay, zinc is more reactive than the iron. So this it will form what? Zinc sulfate plus iron. Okay. This is this reaction possible? Suppose that if I am writing zinc sulfate plus iron, is it possible? This reaction it will not proceed. Why? Because the salt of more reactive element. Okay, it is the salt of more reactive element. So this is what? Less reactive. Iron it is less reactive than the zinc. So it cannot displace iron, it cannot displace zinc from its salt. In upper cases, what? Zinc displaces iron from its salt, from the salt of iron. But in case of zinc, it is the salt of more reactive metal. Salt of more reactive metal, and it is the salt of less reactive metal as compared to zinc. Okay, so that it is displaces, zinc displaces iron, but iron cannot displace zinc from zinc sulfate. Now next reaction, I think you have got this reaction. Next reaction it is this double displacement reaction. Double displacement reaction. What reaction? Double displacement reaction. Double displacement reaction, just you can say that when the reaction it is proceeding from both of the sides. When the reaction is proceeding from both of the sides, so such type of reaction it is known as what? Double displacement reaction. For example, AgNO3. One of the example we have to understand this. AgNO3, when it reacts with the NaCl. Okay, so it forms AgCl plus NaNO3. Okay, AgNO3 plus NaCl, when it reacts, so it forms AgCl, which is a PPT. What is the color of PPT? AgCl, white PPT. Okay, it forms PPT. Is it clear? Silver chloride. It forms PPT. Okay. Precipitate. What is precipitate? What is precipitate? Insoluble substance which is formed after the reaction. What is PPT? Insoluble substance. insoluble substance, insoluble substance precipitate, okay, which is not dissolved in the solution. Insoluble substance, that is known as what? PPT, precipitate. Okay, so when silver nitrate it react with the NaCl, it forms AgCl plus NaNO3. This is the example of, means here just you look, double displacement reaction when the two element exchange or two metal exchange from its salt, exchange of two elements from its salt, okay, to form two new salt, just look, AgNO3, from the AgNO3 it is forming what? AgCl. AgNO3 it is forming AgCl, and NaCl, from the NaCl it is forming NaNO3. So means when two metals by the mutual exchange of two metals from its salt to form two new salt, such type of reaction it is known as what? Double displacement reaction. Some more example let me have to take BaCl2, barium chloride plus H2SO4, is equal to BaSO4, barium sulfate, that is which is white PPT. Okay, here also we form what? White PPT plus what will form? 2HCl, hydrochloric acid. Some other example, CuSO4 plus H2S, CuSO4 copper sulfate plus H2S is equal to what it will form? CuS, copper sulfide, precipitate of copper sulfide, CuS. It will also PPT. Means just you consider it is a double displacement reaction. PPT is compulsory form. PPT is formed in the double displacement reaction. Here also it is formed. Copper sulfide plus H2SO4. Copper sulfide plus H2SO4. Sulfuric acid. So these are the double displacement reaction. Means in which two elements or two metals exchange from its salt to form two new salt. Such type of reaction is known as what? Double displacement reaction. Exchange of two elements by mutual sharing, mutually exchange of two elements, you can say. I think you have got double displacement reaction. Next is the reaction that is redox reaction. Redox reaction it is made up of two types of reaction. Keep the type, it is made up of two types of reaction. Redox reaction. Okay, red and ox. Red, it stands for reduction. And ox stands for oxidation. There are two types of concept to understand this reduction and oxidation. Means it is a combination of reduction and oxidation. Now let me to understand what is reduction, what is oxidation. First, reduction. Suppose that Cl, chlorine. Okay, chlorine when it receive chlorine in the neutral atom, in the neutral form, which is not containing any charge. By receiving one electron, it forms chloride ion, Cl minus. By receiving one electron, it forms Cl minus. Okay, so this is what? Reduction. Or you can say that first we have to understand that by the addition of hydrogen and oxygen, which is simple concept, means what? Here oxidation, I am erasing that one by one, I am explaining. Oxidation, addition of oxygen, or removal of hydrogen. Removal of hydrogen. Okay. Either addition of oxygen. Oxygen is added in any reaction, so it is known as what? Oxidation. Or hydrogen is removed in any reaction, so it is known as what? It is also known as oxidation. Suppose that just a vice versa. Reduction, it's a vice versa. Means what is reduction? What is reduction? Addition of hydrogen or removal of oxygen. That is known as what? Reduction. Let me have to take example of oxidation and reduction. First, Cu plus O2. Oxidation 2Cu plus O2 is equal to 2CuO. Copper oxide Cu plus O2 is equal to 2CuO. Black coating, which its color is what? Black. It forms black coating. Okay. Some more example let me put in oxidation reaction. For example, zinc plus oxygen. Zinc plus oxygen. Zn plus O2. Okay, is equal to it form what? 2ZnO. Zinc oxide, in which oxygen is added. Okay, in which oxygen is added. Let me take the example of removal of hydrogen. Removal of hydrogen, in which hydrogen is removed. In which hydrogen is removed. Suppose the example of that 2HCl. 2HCl. So it is break down into H2 plus Cl2. So here what is going on? In this H2 plus Cl2, this from the 2H to Cl2, removal of hydrogen is going on, so that it is known as what? Oxidation. It is known as oxidation. Okay, it is known as oxidation. Okay. Next reaction, that is removal of oxygen. I think that oxidation you have got. Either oxygen is added in any reaction. Okay, oxygen is added in any reaction, or hydrogen is removed in any reaction. Here hydrogen is removed from the HCl. Cl2 is forming, so hydrogen is removed, so that it is also known as what? Oxidation. Next reaction, that is reduction. Example of reduction. That is example of reduction. In this reaction also we can treat that what? Addition of hydrogen, that 2HCl which I have written. Okay, 2HCl which I have written, that is also example of. Suppose that H2 plus Cl2. H2 plus Cl2. What is the example of reduction? H2 plus Cl2 is equal to 2HCl. 2HCl means addition of hydrogen. Addition of hydrogen from the Cl2 to 2HCl. Addition of hydrogen is going on, so that it is what? Reduction. What is this? Reduction. Okay. Some other example let me take. CuO plus H2. CuO, in the previous example already we have read. CuO plus H2 is equal to Cu plus H2O. Cu plus H2O. So here removal of oxygen. Removal of oxygen also it is known as what? Reduction. Removal of oxygen, it is also known as what? Reduction. Or this reaction also we can say that here copper oxide. What is this? Reduction. Copper oxide. Reduction of copper oxide to copper. So we can say that copper oxide is reduced into copper. Copper oxide is reduced into copper. In the same way, Cl2 it is reduced into HCl. Cl2 it is reduced into 2HCl. Means here it is reduced. This copper oxide it is reduced. This copper oxide is reduced. Okay, and it is giving or it is promoting the oxidation reaction. it promotes the oxidation reaction. Just you look there, oxidation is going on. Oxidation it is going on here. Okay, so this is copper oxide. It promotes the oxidation reaction. Why it promote? Because it is containing the oxygen atom. By the donation of this oxygen atom, what it is oxidized. This H2 it is oxidized into H2O. Okay, so that it is known as what? So that it is known as which is reduced. It is known as oxidizing agent. Oxidizing agent. Okay, oxidizing agent means just you can say that oxidizing agent what the substance or the chemicals which oxidized another substance, and itself it reduced. Okay, such type of substance which is known as what? Oxidizing agent. Or generally you can say that what which is containing oxygen, what you can say that what it is oxidizing agent. The substance which is having oxygen, what it is known as oxidizing agent, which gives oxygen, it is known as oxidizing agent, and it will be reduced. Okay, and which receive oxygen, it will be known as what? Reducing agent. It becomes oxidized first. I am using that. I am explaining this again. Again I am explaining. Reduction and oxidation, I think you have got. CuO plus H2 in this example is equal to Cu plus H2. So here Cu2 CuO to Cu. What? Removal of oxygen. Removal of oxygen it is known as reduction. It is known as reduction. And addition of oxygen it is known as oxidation. It is known as oxidation. Or we can say that copper oxide is reduced into copper, and hydrogen is oxidized into water. H2O. Hydrogen is oxidized into water. So here it is copper oxide it is reduced. Copper oxide is reduced. Okay, and it promotes the oxidation. Because when it gives the oxygen, then it will oxidize. Hydrogen it will oxidize. When it gives the oxygen, then hydrogen it will oxidize into water. So that this is also known as what? It is reduced and it is oxidizing agent. Okay, oxidizing agent. Okay, and the substance which get reduced, that is known as what? Oxidizing agent. The substance which gets, I am erasing upper side. The substance which gets, this is what? Oxidation. Okay, this is oxidation. So the substance which get oxidized, H2 here it is oxidized. Okay, the substance which get oxidized, it is oxidized into the water. H2 is oxidized into water, so that it is known as what? Reducing agent. This H2 it is known as what? Reducing agent. Or you can say that the substance which promote the reduction. Okay, which promote the reduction, because it promotes the reduction. Why? Because it is taking these oxygen, so that what it is, copper oxide it is reduced into copper. It receives the oxygen of this copper oxide, so that reduction it is proceeding. So that the reducing agent, what is reducing agent? Reducing agent is a substance which promote the reduction, and oxidizing agent is the substance which promote the oxidation. I think you have got on the basis of addition of hydrogen and the oxygen. Next, second concept of this redox reaction, because this is what in any of the reaction this reduction, single reduction it is not proceeded. Okay, this together it proceed in any of the reaction, reduction and oxidation both. So that it is known as what? Redox reaction. Next, on the basis of electronic concept, transfer of electron. Transfer of electron also it is known as redox reaction. Suppose that oxidation also it is known as oxidation reaction. It is also known as what? Loss of electron. Loss of electron. Okay, loss of electrons. Okay, it is known as what? Oxidation. And reduction is, first let me have to understand oxidation. Suppose that loss of electron means any of the metal it is in neutral state, so it forms Na plus cation of sodium plus 1 electron, loss of electron from the sodium to sodium ion. Okay, what is going on? Loss of electron is going on. So sodium it is oxidized into sodium cation. What is this? Oxidation. It is oxidation, and this is sodium is oxidized. Sodium is oxidized into what? Sodium cation. So also we can say that what it is? Reducing agent. It is reducing agent. Reducing agent. In the same way, just like the oxygen and the hydrogen, that we are reading that. So reducing agent. Okay. So in this another metal also, just like the magnesium, because in the sodium it contains 11 electron in its outer shell. So by donating in this 1 electron, what it is? It will complete its octet at electron in its outer shell, so that this will lose its electron. In the same way, magnesium it contains 12 electron, so that it will form Mg2 plus from the neutral state to Mg2 plus 2 electron. Okay, plus 2 electron. So that here also what is going on? Oxidation. Here also what is? Oxidation, and this will also what? Oxidize, and this will also known as what? Reducing agent. In the same way, another element also you can take aluminium to Al3 plus 3 electron. Okay, so here also what is going on? Oxidation. Here also it is going on oxidation, and this is what? Oxidized. Aluminium is oxidized to aluminium cation. Okay, and this aluminium it behaves as a oxidizing agent. Sorry, reducing agent. Aluminium it behaves as a reducing agent. In the same way, I think you have got oxidation. Oxidation, which is oxidized, which is what is oxidized. Okay, which has oxidized, and what is reducing agent. Next is reduction. Next is reduction on the basis of transfer of electron. Next is reduction. Okay, so reduction its definition is means what? Gain of electron. What is reduction? Gain of electron. Okay, gain of electron by any substance, any compound, or any element, whatever it is. Okay, gain of electron. So gain of electron, that you have to take the example of gaining of electron. Any of the non-metals. Suppose that chlorine by receiving 1 electron, what it forms? Chloride ion, Cl minus. So what is going on here? Gaining of electron by this chlorine atom, neutral atom. Okay, chlorine neutral atom. So the gaining of electron. So here what? Chlorine it is reduced. Cl atom, neutral atom, it is reduced into chloride ion. Okay, so what is this? It is reduced. What it will known? Reduced. It is reduced into Cl, neutral atom, it is reduced into Cl minus ion. So what we can say that this Cl it is also known as oxidizing agent. Oxidizing agent. Why it promotes the oxidation? Oxidizing agent, because it promotes the oxidation. In the same way, what? O2O plus 2 electron, oxygen atom in the neutral state it receives 2 electron. Okay, and it form what? O2 minus. So from the oxygen to O2 minus, it is also in the same way. It is reduced, oxygen is reduced, and to O2 minus, so that it will known as what? Oxidizing agent. In the same way, nitrogen plus 3 electron, by receiving this 3 electron it will form what? N3 minus, so that here nitrogen also it is what? Reduced into N3 minus. Okay, nitrogen is also reduced into N3 minus, and this process it will known as what? This process it will known as what? Reduction. This process it will known as what? Reduction. and it is reduced, nitrogen is reduced into N3 minus, okay, so that it will known as what? Oxidizing agent. This is also known as what? Reduction. Okay, this is also known as reduction, and this is also known as reduction. This gain of electron. So now let me to combine redox reaction on the basis of transfer of electron. On the basis of transfer of electron, let me to check it. I think you have written. Now next, transfer of electron on the basis of redox reaction. Redox reaction. Suppose that copper sulfate. That reaction will be writing that displacement reaction. In the displacement reaction, zinc plus copper sulfate. Here, zinc plus copper sulfate. It was forming what? Zinc sulfate plus copper. Zinc sulfate plus copper. So here it is zinc. It is in the neutral state. There is no any charge. But copper here it is in the Cu2 plus. Cu2 plus and SO4 2 minus. So this copper sulfate means here again here means zinc it is in the 2 plus, SO4 again 2 minus, and Cu it is in the solid state. This zinc sulfate it is in the aqueous state. So just look, zinc from the neutral state to 2 plus electron means what is going on here? Zinc from the it is losing. Just you look below this reaction. Zinc from the solid state, okay, so it is forming Zn 2 plus 2 electron plus 2 electron. So what is going on here? What is going on? Oxidation, loss of electron. Okay, initially it was in the neutral state. Now it has donated 2 electron. Now it has donated 2 electron. Okay, so that what is going on here? Oxidation. What is going on? Oxidation. This is what? Oxidation. What is this? Oxidation reaction. And this zinc, it is what? Zinc it is oxidized into zinc sulfate. Zinc is oxidized into zinc sulfate. So what we can say that zinc it is oxidized into zinc sulfate, and this zinc also we can say that what it is? Reducing agent. It is reducing agent. Why it is reducing agent? Because it promotes the reduction reaction. Okay, when it will receive the when it will donate the electron, then this copper it will receive the electron, na? When this zinc it will donate the electron, this 2 electron, okay, that 2 electron it will be received by this copper, and after that this copper it is forming what? After that it will form Cu in the solid state, because here it is in the aqueous state. There it is in the aqueous state, ionic state. This 2 electron has donated. By the receiving of this 2 electron, it is forming copper solid. So from where it is getting this 2 electron? It is getting from the zinc, which is donated by that 2 electron which is donated by the zinc. So that here it is what? What is going on here? It is reduction. What is going on? Means gaining of electron. So that it is known as what? Reduction. It is known as reduction. And this is known as what? This copper is reduced into copper. Copper sulfate it is reduced into copper. Okay, so that it will known as what? Reduced. This copper sulfate it will known as reduced. I am writing upper side. Just wait. This is reduction. Okay, this is reduction, and this copper sulfate it is reduced. Copper sulfate is reduced. Okay, so that it is also known as what? Reducing agent. Means this is oxidizing reducing agent, so it will be known as what? Oxidizing agent. It will be known as oxidizing agent. Why? Because it promotes the oxidation. Oxidizing agent. Because it promotes the oxidation. This copper. Okay. I think you have got this on the basis of electron transfer and on the basis of electron transfer and on the basis of concept of addition of hydrogen and oxygen. Now next is, which I have told, that is neutralization reaction. Let me to take some more example of this electronic concept of this. Some more example. Suppose that zinc sulfate zinc sulfate, here we have taken iron plus copper sulfate. Let me see. Iron plus copper sulfate is equal to, it forms ferrous sulfate plus copper. So here also it is in the solid state. Iron, it is in the solid state initially, which we have iron which we have dipped. Okay, and that copper, it is in the Cu2 plus SO4 2 minus. It is in the aqueous form. Okay, now here it is in the aqueous form. Okay, and this Fe2 plus SO4 2 minus, this is in the solid state. So here Fe2 from the solid state to Fe2 plus, means from the neutral state to Fe2 plus it is forming ferrous. Okay, so that loss of electron is going on, so that it is what? Oxidation. Loss of electron is going on, so that it is oxidation. And Cu2 plus, so that it is this iron, it will be known as what? Oxidized. Iron, it is oxidized into ferrous sulfate. Oxidized. Okay, and this iron again, it will be known as what? Reducing agent. It will be known as reducing agent. Why it will be known as reducing agent? Because it promotes the reduction reaction. How it promotes the reduction reaction? Because when it is giving this 2 electron, okay, by receiving this 2 electron, this copper element, it is receiving this 2 electron which was given by this iron. Okay, and by receiving this 2 electron, what it is forming the copper. So that it will be known as, this copper, it will be known as what? Reduced. This copper, it is reduced into copper sulfate, it is reduced into Cu in the solid state. Okay, and that copper sulfate again, it is known as what? Oxidizing agent. Oxidizing agent. I think you have got this concept on the basis of electron transfer also. Last reaction of this types of reaction, that is, okay, now last reaction is, that is neutralization reaction. Neutralization reaction. Okay, sixth reaction, neutralization reaction. Neutralization reaction. Neutralization reaction, just you can say that when acid and the base it react. Okay, when acid and the base it react together, so it forms salt and the water. It forms salt and the water. Acid plus base is equal to salt plus water. Salt plus water. This reaction again you have to read in this metal non-metals. Okay, metal and the non-metals chapter. So suppose any acid, let you have to take HCl plus NaOH. Okay, HCl plus NaOH, it forms what? NaCl plus H2O. Okay, NaCl plus H2O. Any other acid, let you have to take H2SO4. H2SO4 plus KOH, potassium hydroxide. Okay, which is the base, this is acid, so it will form what? K2SO4, potassium sulfate. Okay, here it will be 2 K2SO4 plus 2H2O. 2H2O means neutralization reaction, just because the acid and the base. When acid and the base both react together and it form what? Salt and the water. Such type of reaction is known as what? Neutralization reaction. I think you have got this reaction. The some of the topic, balancing of chemical equation, which I have to take, which I have to explain in the next class. And then I think in the next class it will complete this. Okay, bye. Have a nice day. Take care, all of you.